And good evening. Yes, we're back. We're back again with some more X-Plane. This time starting a whole other adventure because, you know, the three I've got going at the moment aren't enough. We're starting a fourth. And we're in the lovely Quest Kodiak. And it's nice and sunny. So, no, we're not in the UK. We're not in Europe. We're back in America. And we're going to do a journey that was done actually in real life by a couple of guys in a Cessna 172 where they crossed America in a 172 going from Orlando, and the final destination was, I think, San Diego, if I'm correct, something like that. So we're going to do that hopefully over the next few weeks. Hi Pineapple. And plane of choice for me anyway is going to be the Quest Kodiak. I am joined in this adventure, thank you Pineapple again, by the man in front of me, although it doesn't show he's in a Kodiak. He is, and that is Captain Chaos. Good evening.
Good evening.
You're not in a jet. Are you happy about that?
I can narrow my standards for an hour.
We'll ask you when you get in the air. Behind me and also in a Kodiak, the same as I am, is Noz Gaming. Good evening.
Good evening.
This is a bit fast. Oh no, Noz was in a jet last night as well. I missed that last night. And the man taxiing up to my right, who's not in a Quest Kodiak, he's in a Mooney, is Chris Brown. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening.
So yes, here we are in Little Nav Map. So we're going to start from here, Orlando Executive. We're actually going to fly over somewhere exciting, which is the Space Shuttle Landing Strip, the NASA Shuttle Landing Strip. We're going to fly over that, land at Merritt Island, KCOI, and then we're going to do a long leg all the way up here to Williston Municipal. So that's the first leg of this journey. And I think they were sort of sat in Louisiana, I think they ended up in, certainly into Texas, a couple of stops in Texas, and over the Grand Canyon, and then out across into California. So a bit of a trek ahead. So I haven't got my plane started. Everybody else has, which is handy. So I better do that. So let's jump inside, turn my fuel on because it won't start without it. Go. Push that up into low idle and start it up. Right, it's alive. Right, turn ignition off. That's done. I'll put the yoke back because it's quite creepy flying without it. If I can find where it comes out. Now, where the hell's the yoke come out of the dash? There.
You don't want this one.
Right, so that's all on. Put some lights on. So we are alive. Got no idea what runway we're taking off from. We've actually
wind station's runway 7.
Captain Chaos, thank you very much, sir. Did you break your streak?
I don't know.
Because it's not coming up. It's a skew on about 18 months or something, wasn't you?
18 or 19 months, yeah.
No, it must have gone over the 30 days and broken it. But
I just realised it hadn't been on there because that's what a silly advert.
Thank you anyway. Yeah, we've actually just programmed in a flight plan, which hopefully the autopilot then will follow. So we're going to buzz the NASA landing strip, and that's going to be quite interesting. I can actually post, let me just post a link to it in chat, which I'll post in YouTube. I'll post in the description below in YouTube when this goes out, a link to the actual video, or the first one of the series of the videos. There it is, for the route we're actually following. Really good channel. I highly recommend following them. Aviation 101. These are the first videos I saw from the guy, but yeah, well worth watching, and that's the route we're going to be following. Right, I'm ready to go when you guys are. Okay, Elvis.
Where's the runway?
Normally a long strip of tarmac somewhere. or grass if Chris Brown sent us anywhere.
I'm quite sure I don't know what you're talking about.
So straight out, turn right, follow all the way down. So runway 7 we're going to take off at then. Oh my god, they let Chaos into the USA. Yeah, they did, Red Till Dead. They're trying to hope he's going to turn right and leave. I think that's what it is.
I sneaked in the baggage compartment.
Right, we're moving. It's been a little while since I've actually been in the Kodiak. This is the plane that when I purchased it, I actually flew it from Sandpoint, Idaho, where they're made, all the way back to the UK. So up through Canada, across to Greenland, and then down through the UK, which again is another trip that I've just been following on YouTube.
It's going to run me over.
With some guys in a Diamond DA62 taking it from where it's built out to Canada, and that was really interesting as well. Where are we going? Are we going down this one?
You just went straight through me.
Orb 505 says, looking at reviews of this aircraft today, this thing is stunning. The level of detail on this plane is the first plane I actually bought for X-Plane, but it is a brilliant bit of kit. I think Chris rated it as one of the highest sort of detailed or realistic planes for X-Plane. Was that the case, Chris? Something like that?
Yeah, and at the time when it was released, there was nothing else to compete. There's a few now, but that was a league above everything else when it was released. Amazing plane.
Yeah, it was Chris that convinced me to buy it, and then between us, Chaos has bought one, and so has Noz.
And I didn't get any commission.
No, exactly. So it looks awesome.
It's just Chris's voice. Yeah, you buy anything.
It's cost me a fortune, that man. So yeah, really nice plane. Ugh. But I can't taxi. Yeah, having a G1000s in it was the winner for me, because when I started an X-Plane, I was used to doing the Cessna, the 172, with the G1000, and I thought I could only fly something with the G1000 in. And although I like it, I'm getting used to other stuff now. So yeah, worth checking out the video I linked there in chat, and you'll see the route we followed, or route we're going to follow over the next however many weeks it's going to take us. But the aim is that we will get to the west coast, and it may be we'll stick with the Kodiak, but it might be that the same as I'm doing with my Cornwall to Scotland trip, it could be that we'll switch it up, because I've got the Mooney that Chris is in. I haven't flown that in absolute ages. I've got the Piper that I really want to fly again. I also like the little Tobago and stuff. So we could do a mixture of planes and the Twin Otter.
I keep forgetting that we've got the Twin Otter.
Yeah, I've only flown that thing once. Right, Chris is there. But yeah, the detail on this, it is absolutely stunning bit of kit with various options, so you can change delivery, including something stripy. Check your weights and balances here, check your camera angles, audio volume you can change yourself, put skis on, tyres on, change the interior. It is well worth the money.
Okay, we all set?
Yeah, Twatter's always a good choice. Yeah, I've got a Twatter, only flown it once. Right, so Chris is ready to go, and he's off. So yeah, that's the route we're taking. I did have one of these buttons mapped. There we go. So put this thing into high idle now. And take myself out onto the runway. And off we go. So 50 knots, 60. And up we climb. So then autopilot on, onto nav. And away we go. So that's me in the air. Behind me then, Captain Chaos comes barreling down the runway.
Any flames?
No, we're fine so far. And he's airborne. And then Noz coming down behind him.
Autopilot set, done.
So 30 miles to go then to the NASA landing runway, shuttle landing runway. I couldn't think what it's called. So we're going to buzz that. So we're going to drop down to 500 feet and buzz that, and then turn right and go to, if I can bring the little nav map back in. Blink. There we go. So this is the direct route, but we're going from Orlando Executive. We're going to buzz NASA, the runway there, and then fly down and land at Merritt Island, which is here. So we'll land there and then take off and do the 112-mile leg all the way up here to Williston Municipal. So that's tonight's journey, and then next week we will carry on from there and start heading west. So that'll be probably Wednesday evening next week. We'll carry on with that, and then Sunday afternoon we're back doing some more flight, where it's going to be in jets, which is what these guys were flying last night. Where don't know what the flight plan is going to be or where we're going to go to and from, but that'll be Sunday afternoon. Right, I shall speed up. Don't want to get overspeed warning. I'm going to level out at 1500 feet, which I'm nearly there. There we go. So yeah, detail here, so we can see the torque. NG is there, fuel flow is there, so that's how much fuel I've got on board. So oil pressure, oil temperature, etc., and the good old G1000. And hours wise in this thing I've done now, where are we, 50 hours in this plane now, and it's an awesome bit of kit, even with aircon, which I can put on. Put on auto. There we go, and we hear it kick in. So following Chris, 26 miles to go to get to our stars, cruising along now just about 159. I can probably push it a little bit more than that, bring the torque back down to about 700. There we go. So she'll cruise at mid 160s quite happily. 9 minutes to go to get to our waypoint.
And my autopilot is not working.
Is it turned on?
Did you press the big AP button?
It is turned on, but it will not follow the line.
Oh,
we got to press AP and then nav.
Oh, that's why.
That's why. Yeah, I wonder why you're going off at a strange tangent down there. To enable us all to fly together, we're using FS Cloud. So here we all are, and that's where we're headed. Over here, over here, then down there, and then back up there again. So I'm just still in awe about the stuff that's free that makes your X-Plane more enjoyable. Little nav map free, FS Cloud free. A lot of this, all the scenery actually I'm using HD mesh scenery for this area free. The only thing that isn't is the plane.
Is your wings on fire? Because you've got a lot of smoke coming out of them.
He's burning fuel.
Yeah, you'd think it'd be white, really, wouldn't you? It's quite concerning that it's black.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think I'm on fire.
Okay.
I hope not, anyway.
You seem quite low down, but I seem quite high above you.
No, little nav map saying I'm at 1,500 feet. Autopilot set at 1,500 feet. Altitude and the plane 1,500 feet.
It's probably mine now. My altimeter must be out because mine's at 2,000 feet according to that.
And Noz is buzzing the trees down there below us.
Yep.
Pop it down.
Doing his
Raising-
civic duty, trimming the trees.
Exactly. Well, he has
No,
got a
I'm looking at the scenery.
purpose-built hedge cutter on the front of the plane.
I'm looking at the scenery.
He's put diesel in it instead of airline fuel, says Red Seal Dead. Well, no, it's only off one wing now. That's really
Just
bizarre.
on that note, the Jet A fuel is diesel.
Oh, there you go. I didn't know that.
I'm just looking at the scenery.
It's really nice scenery, and I've got reshade on, and I think I've tweaked it now, and it does look nice.
These lakes I'm just about to fly over are lovely.
Not as good as True Earth is for the UK, but yeah, it is a very, very nice place to fly over, and a lovely height of 1,500 feet. Quite different to the flight I did at the weekend. This weekend? Well, I was away. Was I away last weekend? Wasn't it? Yeah, trying to get a 172 up to 8,500 feet. It didn't like that. Over the Italian Alps. Being chased by Noz.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I saw you fly into that mountain instead of...
Oh,
instead of that. I landed the plane.
Sam, the one missing from our little posse, be careful I say that, this evening, who's on holiday in Turkey and has arrived today, has just posted a picture for us of an alcoholic beverage of some sort.
Not very nice of him.
It's not very nice of him at all. Actually, lakes do look quite nice. Very lake-like.
Very lakey.
Very lakey. So yeah, Chris is zoomed off ahead because he's in a Mooney. Chaos is back there. I've lost Noz now.
He's probably in the lake.
Really?
I've actually set
I'm right underneath you.
I've set a view from the back of the plane in the passenger seat so I can sit back here. It's quieter. I admire the view.
Probably not ideal, but
it's fine. Well, I looked at the front just now from back here. There's someone sat in the pilot's seat, so I do. He's doing a good job.
It does look quite nice back there, in all fairness.
Yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of viewing out the window.
Okay, I'm starting a nice gentle 250 descent.
I'm still 12 miles away from stars.
That's why I made it gentle.
You are whizzing off. But yeah, if you're any quandary about buying this plane and whether you should or not, yes is my answer.
Yeah, buy it. Definitely buy it.
If I had to have one plane in X-Plane that was propeller driven, I think this would be it. For me, this sort of speed, this is my happy speed, about 160. I could quite happily plod along at this all day. But yeah, awesome bit of kit. This is really nice. And it comes with a fire extinguisher too. It's handy for when Chaos lands.
Hey?
Although you probably need a bigger fire extinguisher.
Well, he has crashed once today, so let's see how he's...
Technically, I've crashed twice today because I crashed earlier with my jet.
I'm guessing you had a day off work today then?
I did.
Ah. On a Thursday? You better have taken a Friday off, surely.
It was a sick day.
Oh, okay.
I was sent home from work yesterday.
Oh, that's not good.
No, I had blurry vision and bad headaches.
Ah.
It's like migraine.
Oh dear.
I took a day off to do the rest.
Yes.
Normally caused by sitting in front of a PC screen, so you come off sick and then spend the day sat in front of a PC screen.
Yeah, well, technically, if I'm at work, I'm sat in front of 3 screens.
Well, I'm sat in front of 4.
Well, that's your own silly fault.
It is my own silly fault, yeah. You're sat in front of more at work than you are at home. I'm the other way around. Right, 7 miles to go to get to the point where Chris has already descended. So I'm guessing we got a turn then before we then get to the runway, haven't we?
Indeed. That route should take us straight over the runway.
Excellent. My middle screen's going a bit doolally.
Yeah, you have something wrong with yours.
It's flickering. I have a flickering going on.
You missed your airplane is missing.
Oh god, someone's stolen the plane. No, it's fine now. How do I set view? That's the view up to view. Oh, there we go. We can have an underwing view. And the other side. How's that? Now, one of these views is. There we go.
This is why I got a view out the window at the back, so I can look out as we're going across it.
Right, 5 miles to go.
It's strange that you cannot see me, Steve.
Yeah, maybe have a look on FS Cloud. See if
because
I can
I'm in
see.
front of you. I'm just doing over this lake.
We're there on FS Cloud. But I can't actually see you.
Oh, I can see these right back.
I'm also at 500 feet. So
Yeah. I'll when we land, I'll restart FS Cloud in case it's that. Yeah, I can see Chris and Chaos is behind me. Right, 3 miles from stars.
I can see you all off. So.
And then I'll slow down and descend. Actually, I may as well slow down. Might as well descend now and night rather than muck around up here. Let's go down to 500 feet.
Going down to 500.
I'll slow it down.
Of course, you must have slowed down pretty quick then, because I just shot past you.
No, I'm going back down through 150 now. Oh, this thing does sound nice. Right, 1100 feet. Now you should start to turn now. Right turn to 157 in 6 seconds. So the autopilot's going to do this itself. And there it goes. NASA have cloaked him because you know they only show you what they want you to see. Oh, controversial. Oh no, there he is. He's in front of me now.
Well, you mean never a straight answer, NASA?
Exactly. And there we go. There's the runway. Right in front of us. So this is the runway where the shuttle landed when the shuttle was in service. So in the video I linked up there in chat, it was the guys actually got permission from NASA control to do this same thing. They just flew along the runway. It looks like I'm crabbing.
Yep, there's a wind, so the plane will turn itself into its slot.
Yeah. It's a shame none of the buildings were actually modelled in this. Or are they? I just might not be able to see them yet.
No, I don't see anything. All the space shuttles sitting next to the runway.
Yeah.
But it's one big runway.
Why am I descending now
You're trying to land, aren't you?
to 500 feet? I didn't do anything. It just, my altimeter just descended to 500 feet.
I know. Mine's actually minus 100 on mine, so my altimeter must be way out.
Oh, I think Noz is going for a landing.
Nope. I'm just arguing with my.
I think it might have been because I was going too slow. Yeah, my autopilot's turned off. There we go. That's why the autopilot turned off. I was going too slow.
Oh.
That's fine. Let's put it back on course. So there we go. So yeah, this is the runway where the shuttle lands. Wasn't there another one? Isn't there an alternate runway on a dried up lake bed or something? Whereas if they can't land here, they land somewhere else.
There is.
Is it Groom Lake or Broom Lake or something? It's called. Because I've seen
just across the country.
Yeah, I've seen aerial photographs of it. It's actually just a dried up lake bed.
I think it's where they do the world speed test too as well, isn't it? I think.
Would it not be Daytona Beach, maybe?
Why am I now at ripping 2,500 feet? What's going on with my... right, okay. Thought, why am I higher than everybody else? Right, I should descend again. So there's chaos down there buzzing the runway. So yeah, you've got the...
There's actually several. There's White Sands, Edwards Air Force Base, and there's a few other ones.
What was alternatives?
As alternatives.
Oh, Groom Lake is Area 51, says Red Till Dead. Ah.
That's a good place to land a spaceship.
Yeah.
Well, they tried to, didn't they? I don't know. In the 60s? 40s? 60s.
Alright, so I'm descending back down again 1,500 feet. So you've got 4 miles to go to Jomov now, our next waypoint.
Well, my altimeter is 650 feet out.
That's not good.
In the plane, I'm at minus 300, and on little Ravnap, I'm 500. There we go.
Yeah, I just shot up to 2,500 feet. I don't know why. I think that was me. I think it was human error rather than anything else. I'm descending back down to 1,500 feet now. We've got 2.5 miles before we turn again onto 157. So yes, that's where back there is where the shuttle lands, or landed. Again, one of those moments, the same as with Concorde, where our achievement and advancement in something stopped.
Yeah, because of one incident.
Yeah, reusable aircraft. Because of one incident, stopped the shuttle program. Because of one incident, grounded Concorde. Right turn now. Again, so back down to 1,500 feet again. Scenery looking rather nice.
It does.
Not to slow down too much. So 11 miles now to go to KCOI. Well, it isn't going to line us up on the runway though, is it, Chris, coming in this way?
No, we're going to have to go inland a bit, I think, because the prevailing wind is from the sea.
Did you say manual?
Yeah.
Crap.
Or could we set up an approach?
I think there's only an RNAV for runway 11 on this. It takes us quite far south. But you can do it if you go proc on the thing, choose the RNAV approach, choose the transition MLB. It'll take us round to the south.
So MLB. Enter. Minimum's off. Loader activate. We'll activate that. Thank you. There we go. It's turning me left now. So 22 miles. So there we go. So that'll do us a proper approach then. Let's see if that works. Every time I've tried this so far, it hasn't worked.
I'm doing a bearing of 168 out to orbit waypoint.
Yeah, I'm going to MLB, which is on 185.
You just need to remember to push the APR button on the panel when you are turning towards the...
So that'll be, where are we? So MLB, then IPZOF, then loser, and then ACMOD, which I'm getting is when we start descending, then Kodiak, and then runway 11. So I'm guessing when we turn onto ACMOD, then press approach, because that'll be a runway heading.
Yeah, basically when you turn at loser, if you hit approach there, it will start lining itself.
Oh, there you go. So we'll try that. So 19 miles to go. And give it a bit more power now. There's not that much power.
So we're landing at Marriott, won't we?
Yes. And then we'll stop there and then take off and do the final leg to Williston. I can't really say it. Williston Municipal.
X60.
That's the one. That place.
If you look to the right of my plane, you'll see the runway sticking out into the water. Chaos.
Was this as far as they got in that first video, Chris? Can you remember?
They went back to Orlando Executive at night in that first video.
Yes, yeah, that's what you suggested doing. But yeah, it's okay. So we'll have to rewatch the second one then, and see how far they got in the second one.
Quite far. But the next leg after that is, I think, almost 300 miles, so it's quite a trek.
Well, we could change plane and jump into something a little bit quicker. I've got to stick with the Kodiak. I've got a PC-12 I haven't flown for a while. But these guys got nothing that quick. Not in a prop.
No, I have an Airbus. But
Yeah,
that is too big.
Really quickly.
It'll do it quick, but
Cloud.
I really want to stay this low. That's the problem, because you want to be able to see the scenery.
Oh, I can fly low with that.
Oh, God.
No problem.
That would end well, wouldn't it?
Still about now?
Nope.
Flying his Airbus at 1,500 feet.
Oh, God.
That would be no problem at all.
I can see Noz, I can see Chris. Where's Chaos gone?
I'm doing approach round this way to orbit and coming in on runway 29.
Oh, okay.
With the tailwind. Nice.
So there we are on the map.
I'm just following the little navigate things.
Oh, you're off to my left. Okay.
You just didn't want to run with the sea in front of you.
I got the sea in front of me. Just in case, it puts out flames pretty quick.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, Chaos is over there.
It's just because if he crash, he can quickly reset without any of us knowing it.
Then hopefully I should.
There's a runway out there.
I should be runway.
There's a runway over here to our left. You look on the little nav map, see?
There is, yeah.
There's one there. Patrick Air Force Base.
So now, if we turn 296, I should almost line me up the runway.
I've got about another 40 miles to fly before I get there.
I got 6 miles.
I've got, where are we? 9 miles at this leg, then 20, then 5. So I've got another, God, I can't count now. 10, 15, 35, 45 miles.
If you just look at your elevation profile, it says to destination.
Do what, where, what, how?
I presume you are coming into Marriott, are you?
Active flight plan.
So I got the runway right in front of me now.
Yeah, I can't see a to destination thing.
The elevation thing at the bottom of the screen will say to destination so many miles, to top of descent so many.
Oh, on little nav map, I'm looking at the actual plane. To destination 118 miles. That's the Williston Municipal, though, isn't it?
Yeah, if you've got that in, it's not going to make much sense. So ignore me, forget I said anything.
Okay, we'll
I'll just
ignore you.
keep on.
Right, well, I'm coming in to land at Marriott.
What? We've got like 40 miles to go.
How can you be 40 miles to go?
Because I'm doing the approach.
Christ, how far is your approach? Your side of America?
40 miles.
Problem is, approaches are designed for jets.
I got 5 miles, then I turn. I don't know if I can get any more speed out of this thing. I'll probably throttle up a little bit more and then back off there. Not giving much more speed though, so 1:26 to go. So pushing 164, which is about all this thing will do really.
Flaps 2.
Yeah, alright. You can go to the bar when you land.
Well, I need to go make a cup of tea anyway.
Right, so we're following the approach. No, not that one, not that one, not that one. One of these buttons is mapped. That one? No, that one. No, no. I've only got 8 buttons. One of them's mapped to that flipping thing. Oh, there it is, the last one. So we're following the approach here. So we've got 2.4 miles to go to MLB, then turn, then 20 miles to go, then turn, then 4 miles, then turn, then 5 miles, and then we'll be in line with the runway. That's the plan.
Hello, Steve.
Hey, what?
I just passed you on your right.
Ah, and this is the runway down here, I'm guessing. We'll be landing. No, that's not.
No, miles away.
Right, we're turning anyway. So there's Noz. Oh, yeah, there's Chris.
And Chaos has cheated.
Chaos is... Well, no, he didn't cheat. He did what we could have done.
Yeah, just land.
He just lined up with the runway and landed. I hear some screeching of tyres.
Yeah.
Yes,
Were you a bit fast on that approach there, Chaos?
maybe.
You're not in your jet anymore.
Oh dear.
Oh my god, you crashed.
Ouch!
You have got reversers. You have got reversers on this though.
I did have reversers on. Yeah, don't worry about that sound. I was perfectly lined up then. I have to go around again now.
So
Oh, shut up, stupid thing.
you did it. Oh, your alarm's going off.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the button is to get rid of it.
Just
Oh,
At the bottom in front of the throttle.
Shut up.
Chaos just jumped out and got a taxi. Yeah, just in front of the throttle, Chaos. Right, so we're on this sector now. Look, 16 miles to go, and then turn again.
I had to abort the landing in there.
So you've been all flashlit and trying to land straight, and you won't be there much sooner than us anyway, because you've got to go round again.
I have.
So when we land here, eventually, so this is where are we? That's where we're landing, is here, and then we'll turn around and take off, and then do a nice long leg, 112 miles, up to our final destination this evening of Williston Municipal.
Hold on to your hats, people. We're coming in.
Oh God! Right, Chaos is over there coming in for a landing again. That was never a proper circuit round the runway, was it?
Oh, for God's sake. No. Crash dive!
Oh dear!
It's all good, don't worry.
Has that alarm gone off again?
God.
Not yet, it hasn't. It will do. Oh!
Yeah, so here we are on FS Cloud. So there's Chaos land,
Oh,
attempting to land, and here's me, Chris, and Noel. So we're going to come in here basically, and then line up the runway that way.
Yes,
he's
you
not reward
do
out there.
need to slow down a lot. You do know that.
Down.
Are you down and stopped?
Well, no, I'm just going over to a taxiway now.
Oh, okay. See, I'm ending in a fireball then.
No.
Well, that's something. Right, so going to descent, I should be at 2,100 feet there, which I'm not. So ACMOD, I should still be at 1,600 feet. I'm only at 1,500 now. So I haven't got descend really to get to ACMOD, and then I'll start descending. But when we turn on to Loser, I'll then activate the approach on the autopilot.
I might have forgotten the taxi lights, so but that,
Mine are still on. we're such good pilots.
well, I'm just going to park over here on this taxiway. Yep, stop just there. That's cool.
Just dump it somewhere.
Dump it and run away.
Yeah, don't worry about the smoke coming from it. It'll be fine.
Where's the brake? And shut it down.
I was going to leave mine running.
Oh, I got to shut it down. It's giving me a headache.
You've obviously got your you can change the volume of it all. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, but I know, but I like the sound. It's
Oh,
giving me a headache. Where's the handbrake in this damn thing?
Under the yoke.
Was it?
Take the yoke off. Little tiny twisty knob to the left of the engine bypass.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Right, so we've got 7 miles to go till we turn. So we are pretty much flat out at 164. So Chris and Noz up there, we're all going to land pretty close to each other. That's the concern. Although it can't be as bad as the flight we did. Was it last Wednesday? Where Chris was coming into the runway at one end and I was coming in at the other end. Not quite approved by the FAA.
What they don't know won't hurt them.
It's true. Actually, that was a Sunday before. Was that Sunday before last when I was in the jet? Or was it in the Cessnas? I can't remember what we did last week.
Pretty sure it was the Jets.
Yeah, it was the Jets. Yeah, that was right, into Belfast.
No, it wasn't the Jets then.
Hang on, no. Where did we go in the 7? I can't remember. No,
That
we
was
did.
it was in the old Jets. You were in the 737, I was in the 727. Yeah.
Yeah, we flew from down to Birmingham, wasn't it? Yes, that's it, Birmingham. Yeah, flew from
yes.
Inverness to Birmingham.
Okay, I'm about to make my turn. I'm going to start slowing down at that point, just so all you people behind me don't run into the back of me. My tail has already bent forward.
Okay, I don't know where Noz has gone. He's disappeared again. Oh no, he's up there. What are you doing up there, Noz? Noz is at about 5,000 feet. Weather's starting to close in a little bit. Well, there's a couple of clouds around.
2,000 feet.
Yeah, I'm just going through some wispy clouds at the moment. It's really nice.
So, 40 seconds to go, and then we'll turn. At that point, I'll do the same as Chris, and I'll start slowing down. Won't descend yet.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to descend manually after you push approach.
Which I'll do after, not after this turn, then it's after the next one, isn't it?
How do you push approach?
The approach button on your autopilot panel.
But you have to have an approach loaded.
Yeah, which we've got. Right, so there we go. I've turned. Now I'll start slowing down. And then we've got 4.4 miles to go to Loser. And then after we turn at Loser, I'll then press approach. But we're starting to slow down. I'm coming back down through 150 now. this should bring us all the way down to about 800 feet, but it should line us up with the runway if it works. So there's Chaos down in a ball of flames, and we're coming in this way, and then we're going to take off and fly back the other way, and we'll do another approach at the other end if we can at X60. I don't know if we can.
That was probably too small.
No, yeah, there's no approach. I've just checked at Merit. So we won't. There's no comms, no procedures, nothing. And it's grass as well. I can't remember landing
I'm turning
on grass.
Final, so I'm pushing my APR button right now.
Is you sure that final airport's right, Chris?
Most definitely.
Okay, I can't remember landing on grass, that's all.
I don't think it's in X-plane properly.
Ah, okay.
It's definitely the airport that landed.
Alright. Alright, so Chris is on.
Taxi on now.
So I've got 7 seconds to go till I turn. And then I'll click approach. Just slowing down through 130. So right turn to 116 now. And now I'm clicking approach. So it's now said approach KCOI runway 11. So we should be lined up with the runway now.
And you should have a little bar just next to your altimeter tape with a little red thing at the top.
A little G at the top.
Yeah. And there should be a little pink
there is a
thing
little
just
bar,
behind
yeah.
the G.
Yeah.
That'll drop down, and as that gets to the middle of the plane, should start descending by itself.
That's slightly scary. So what?
Okay, I'm at my approach speed of 90.
I'm still slowing down through 130. I'll slow down a bit more now. Before I end up catching you up, which I'm going to do quite rapidly actually.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, so I'm down through 120. $110, still behind you. And 100. Struggling to maintain.
Yeah, you're going to have to add some flaps at that speed.
At this rate, I'm going to overtake Chris, which it looks like I've just done. Oh no. Right, let's see if it will descend me.
Right, my pink dot is now at about 1,600 feet and coming.
Yeah, mine's coming down now. So that's what Chris is on about, that dot there. So once that comes down to our altitude, we should start descending. I'm at 97 knots.
You're probably going to have to cut the throttle a little bit as it starts to descend.
Which I'm just doing now. So plane's descending itself.
Hey, it worked.
That's pretty cool. So this is all just, apart from the approach, which that was quite simple to plug in, the actual route done round was already programmed in the autopilot. So 1,200 feet.
Well. Hello.
It's a good thing I'm going in first because I don't have the verses on this.
We're holding about 93, 94 knots. Bring us down for 1,000 feet now. And Chris is a bit too... I can probably lean out of my plane and touch your plane, Chris.
Oh, don't touch him in an appropriate way.
Now fighting for the same airspace.
See, we've got a bit of a crosswind from the left, so when you take off autopilot, just got to be prepared to deal with it.
Okay, it's still descending me down through 600 feet now, lined up with the runway quite nicely. How far will it keep descending me?
Sorry, say again?
How far will it keep descending me?
All the way into the ground and to a big fireball if you don't turn the autopilot off.
This ain't going to end well for you two, says Red Till Dead. Yeah, we were pretty close then. So yeah, 400 feet. I think at this angle, actually, it probably would touch me down on the runway if I left it.
Yeah, we're just going nose wheel first, which you don't really want to do.
Not ideal. Alright, so
There's a tree right on the glide slope. Oof.
Right, autopilot's off. Oh god, I mucked that up.
Just watch out for that kangaroo fuel. That's what I had in mind.
Oh god. Yeah, that wasn't the best landing. It thinks I've crashed as well. Reverses
Good
work.
effort. Almost as good as mine.
Don't move your view. That was squirrely. Turn that flipping alarm off. Right. Yeah, not the best landing I've had. I think the crosswind caught me out a little bit there.
Oh, here comes Knowles.
Oh god.
Steve, get out of the way!
I'm off the runway. I should clear the airport with Noz coming in.
Yeah, my autopilot just gave up.
You obviously
You're a bit
pressed
wobbly
something.
there. Not. My
I
dude's
can't see
easy.
runway anymore.
Yeah. Oh, where's he going?
Where are you going, Noz?
Yeah, my autopilot just gave up.
You don't need the autopilot when you can see the runway. There's a lot of planes here. Yeah, Noz, you're not going to land at that sort
That's
of...
quite high.
That's a pretty... I mean, as bad as my landing.
Yeah, I will give up. I cannot land this freaking plane.
Well, keep...
Well, working high.
Every time I'm trying to land it, I cannot land it.
You just aim towards the ground and slow down.
Yeah, I'm aiming it.
Don't aim towards me.
And when I press it down all the way, I cannot send or anything.
You've probably got your autopilot still on.
Nope,
You got
it's all off.
Fight your flaps.
Yeah, if you extended flaps, because it looks like you're...
Yeah, you fight your flaps.
I have no flaps on as well.
Oh,
Yep, put them
No.
all the way. Full flaps.
Right, it's plenty of chaos then. I'll leave the engine running. If you can't land those, just circle around and get ready. Or program in X60 as your next destination, because that's where we're going in a second.
Yeah, I'm going to crash in a minute.
Well, don't do that. Just put X60 in at an altitude of 1,500 feet. Right,
Yeah.
I'll just stop there.
That's like concerning. How
Alright.
do I clear all of this flight plan?
Just go direct to.
Yeah, direct 2 clears everything.
Right. So a few of us are here. Right.
Direct to.
Yeah, the little D with the line through it.
Oh god. It
Right.
will not let me do anything now.
Okay, direct to. We're going to X. X6. Oop, there it is. Williston I can't say it. Williston Municipal. So activate that. So that's our next destination. So 1500 feet is already set in my sat nav. Turn the approach off. Chris is gone.
Is he gone already?
Oh, he's like behind me.
I just forgot to put my parking brake on and was
All right.
rolling merrily across the air.
That's fine. You may as well head towards the runway then.
Okay.
So one thing FS Cloud does is score your landing. Average sink rate was perfect. Maximum sink rate was perfect. Maximum speed difference was perfect. Maximum sink rate difference was a fail every single time for me. Touchdown sink rate was great. Total rating, great.
I didn't even bother looking at mine.
Why is it that I cannot select that now?
Click on menu or click on
Yeah,
clear.
I have. Oh my god.
I think the first thing to do is make sure the autopilot's on and then heading and out so that you don't crash while you're doing.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa, what's my plane trying to do? Get off!
You've probably got your autopilot on, Chaos.
No, the autopilot's not on.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I don't know what happened there. I think it's something to do with the altimeter.
Have you not got the Lua script that sets it all automatically for you?
No.
Okay, set your altimeter to 1026.
Right, so that's where we're going.
Come right past.
Nope. One of these is a view that I've already set for the... No, that's the fuel one. That's the outside. One of these is the view I've set for the throttle quadrants. I do apologise for flicking around like this, people. There it is. Right, so high idle now on the RP. I'm guessing Chris is... Oh no, Chris is there. Chaos looks like he's parked on the ground.
I have power. I got to take off again because it wasn't taking off. It was trying to lift the nose up. I don't know why. I've got no flaps.
Weird. I'll drop the idle back for a second then. So there's the final leg of the journey then. We are here at Merritt Island, and it's now...
If you want to take off, because I'm taking off from this end of the runway.
Okay. We're now going up here 112 miles all the way to Williston Municipal. Hi sir, I've got a problem with UDP door in X-Plane 11. What's UDP door? Never heard of UDP door. Alright, let's do a rolling takeoff. Without getting it over speed. Warning. Oh my good god. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much like mine done.
Check your trim on your second display.
Blimey, McCharlie. That's hairy. Oh my good God.
There he goes.
Phew. Thank God I got that in the air. It's quite a relief when you can take off, put the autopilot on and go, and relax.
And relax.
Right. So Chaos is taking off the other way. Noz is still circling. So you managed to program your destination, Noz.
Yeah, I'm way ahead of you.
Oh, that didn't sound good. Who was that?
Doing?
You must have something still turned on, Chaos.
I've got nothing on. There's no autopilot on.
Because I struggled to get in the air then.
We're up now.
Right, so X60 is our next destination. 113 miles. Which should be, according to this, when we...
Altitude, please.
Careful not into an overspeed situation. That's saying an hour and 3 minutes at the moment. But that should come down
to 35 minutes.
Once we get up to speed. So the plane's now going to follow the nav. So that's the route I've took in. But because I came off this way, it's circling me round and it will bring you back in and then follow that line all the way to the end. But that's not going to line us up with the runway.
Again.
So if we look at another expert tutorial video by all you guys. Expert?
Hey?
Who? What?
Is he watching a different stream?
Yeah, you're watching someone else's channel. Actually, there's two runways at Williston Municipal.
It's 32.
It's 32.
32.
So, yeah, 32 will bring us straight in. So there we go. So we'll aim to come in on 32. There's a crosswind, so that should be fine. What can possibly go wrong? And it's grass.
I will never land on that.
So that's going to be interesting.
I'll crash into it.
32 is asphalt, according to my...
Oh,
yeah, it's asphalt, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, 9 and 27 are... 14, 32...
Landed distance 4,600.
Well, there are... There's an RNAV for runway 5.
Oh, cool, we can do that.
And runway 23. 5 would be good because that's into the wind.
Yeah, it looks good. Can program it now.
There we go.
Let's just see what the transition is first.
Runway 5
Kodiak. Kodiak looks good.
Okay, so click on rock. So select approach, enter. Runway 5, yes, enter. And we're going to go to kayak. That one. Enter. Minimum's off. Load or activate. Activate.
That's it.
Remove Ikivo. The hell's Ikivo? Why is it saying remove Ikivo? OK or cancel?
Say OK. What the hell?
Right, there we go.
Don't do that.
Right, 105 miles then. To kayak. Then it'll be there. There, then runway 5. So once we turn on to Hoopor, we'll then click approach again. So that's going to take us straight in again and line us up with the runway. I love this thing. Stuff doing that, didn't have a clue how to do it a few months ago.
I'm going in on runway 32.
Well, you would, wouldn't you?
Oh, we have the stubborn one.
Right, so there's me, there's Chris, there's Chaos, and there's Noz quite a way ahead because he didn't actually land because he couldn't. Right, I can now speed up and bring that back.
Nice. Just so you know, when you get to the approach of the airport, pull your speed back. When you the nose starts coming up, put a notch of flaps in and keep losing speed. And when it starts coming up again, put another notch of flaps in. And you should end up around 75, 80 knots with the plane flying nicely. And then you should be able to land without any problem.
Should being the operative word.
Yeah. I have it at 80 knots or something, and they keep climbing all the time.
Yeah, your flaps are probably not set right.
Right, so we've got 36 minutes to go until we arrive at Kodiak anyway. And then it'll be 5 miles to there, 9.4 miles to there, and that'll bring us on runway heading, then 2.5 miles and in. So a bit of an easier approach this time. All being well. Have you guys seen the new trucking sim game On the Road? It's only beta at the moment, but it looks good. Is that the one that Astragon brought out a year ago? Because I put a video out on that a year ago.
They've revamped it a bit, haven't they?
Yeah, it improved massively over the last year.
I haven't played it for ages.
Yeah, they've added like box trucks.
Which is what we need in
An ETS,
ETS2.
really. But it's still not really on par. There's still a lot of bugs to it.
Yes, what's out? Doomslayer is after you over here.
Who?
Doomslayer.
Oh. I just be concerned we're actually going to be flying over a hospital.
Can I search? Can I search my own videos? I know I can do that. Issue Studio.
It's a bit of a narcissistic thing to do, wouldn't you say?
It is, isn't it?
On the road. There we go. Copy. There we go. Shameless plug. Paste. There we go. That should be my my first look video on it. I don't know how long ago that was. It was a while ago. If it's improved, I should go back and look at it, really. But it's never going to be as good as ETS2.
No.
Because nothing will be.
Many have tried and many have failed.
Yeah, I quite like the concept of it, but it's just not ETS2.
It's a bit like OMSI.
Yeah, others have tried.
No one,
They've all failed.
tried.
no one can compare.
They've
You
all failed.
cannot compare OMSI with nothing. OMSI it has its own life.
I think it's different with flight sim, isn't it? Because you get people that obviously we're all X-Plane fans, but you get people that really love P3D, but they both do a really good job. But that isn't the same with trucking. Train sim. There's trains. There's train sim. Train sim's a clear winner there. Trucking, it's got to be ETS2. Bus sim, it's got to be OMSI. It's really tough.
It's all the originals that they're trying to beat, but they can't.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at Train Sim, I mean, that's quite old now, isn't it? What's that? It's got to be 7 years old?
Yeah, it's come back in various forms.
But it's like Train Sim World. I think graphically, yes, it looks a lot better. Gameplay wise, no. I have not even downloaded it onto my Steam.
I quite like it, but then I turn off all of the little aids and visual things. It's a bit of a challenge.
It is more of a train sim than train sim, if that makes sense. Train sim world, because I do like the fact that you've got this. You can walk around and that everything's clickable, and you can the first time I played it and the engine cut out and having to go down the train to physically start the engine was just flipping awesome.
It is good in that way, but I think it's
The only thing I hate with that game,
you get so much more with Train Sim 19, if you want to say, like with workshop stuff and everything else, if you want to use it.
the
Train
only
Sim
thing
World,
I hate with
it has
Train Sim
its
World-
things, but you can complete all the tasks in a day.
Yeah.
And that's it, pretty over and done with.
Yeah, the route is too small. It's too short for a route. Under 100 kilometers. That's not enough.
Thing is, I think because of the complexity of the stuff in Train Sim World, it'd have to be huge files to get longer routes. Whereas with Train Sim, it's easy.
It's a bit like Fernbus. I mean, Fernbus, really great simulator. Not enough maps.
Yeah.
I mean, the football thing, it was great at the start, but now it's a bit boring because it's mainly just driving 400 kilometers.
Well, it is.
And it's always the same routine as well.
That's the problem.
Pick them up from the station, take them to the stadium, take them.
Bring them home in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. I think they use that more to showcase. Yeah, I think they used it more to showcase the stuff that was going to come in Tourist Bus. And that I haven't spent enough time on.
I haven't, to be fair. I spent a lot of time on ETS2 trying some mods out and things like that, and then now I've been on this. I just haven't really gone back to anything else at the moment, but I really must do.
Yeah, I generally play stuff like that when I'm recording it. So I'll only play OMSI once a week when I'm recording the OMSI video. And even though we got the bus company, I should do more in that. So I actually might stream OMSI tomorrow night and do a few routes. ETS2, I only play ETS2 when we're streaming it. This, though, I will jump in and do some flights in sort of FSE and stuff because it's relaxing and enjoyable.
Yeah, well, I say we all have our own ways of relaxing. I mean, I find ETS2 quite relaxing. I find this relaxing, but very frustrating.
Well, certainly, again, that's why, for me, at the moment anyway, until I learn jets more, the fact that here I can fly along at 1,500 feet, I can look at the scenery around me, and it's enjoyable. When we did that to the jets the other week, once you get above the clouds, you can't see anything. The occasional glimpse of land, and then you descend and land. Whereas this bit, that's all about the procedures and the taking off.
Yeah. That's the bit I enjoy.
Yeah.
With it, if you know what you're doing. So I tried that E-Jet with the tutorial thing they sent with it, but I still can't understand it, Chris. So if you can help me with that at some point.
Yeah, you can do that on Sunday, I think.
Yeah, I'll bring the 170 or 195 on Sunday, and
I think I might have to look at that E-Jet. They do look nice.
It's like a light version of the Zebo. So it's got everything that you would associate with a jet, but it doesn't really simulate everything, if that makes sense. It's just enough to frustrate you.
What you're doing with it is quite quick to start up and go.
Well, that's what I like about the 732. It's because there's no FMC. I can just jump in it and go pretty much. Why can't I tune this to 122? 9432, yes I can. 122.80. Not there'll be anything on it. I'll tune them both anyway. There we go. So yes, Sunday afternoon stream will be in jets, going from somewhere to somewhere.
Eventually.
Just out of matter of interest, if you tune to 118.425, when we get close, it'll give you the weather.
That's what. Oh, yeah, I've done that.
Not the 122. That's not the weather.
118.42.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
cool.
I've retuned that.
Right, so we've still got 78.
Yeah, I got 76 miles, 26 minutes.
I got half an hour, so I'm a bit slower than you.
Well, we didn't want to say anything.
What
That's
did you
fine.
say the well was at?
Tune your radio to 118.425.
0.42.
That's where my little radio panel's useful. See, I can just tune it on there.
That's any panels. I can't use them with the jets.
Yes, I can't. I can actually the 732. I can use the autopilot one, and obviously landing gear works. Lights don't.
No.
Radio panel does.
Yeah, no, the landing gear work. Apart from that, the auto throttle don't work anyway.
Yeah, lights don't. Master battery did for me, so they came on. Yeah, but autopilot I can use.
But now the 737 Zebo, I can get in and get that started 20 minutes.
Yeah, I want to do a practice start before Sunday on the 732. I'm sure if I start that number 2 engine first instead of the number 1 engine, then that enable me to be able to start the number 1 engine.
Yeah, I always start number 2 engine first.
Yeah, I didn't know stuff like that. So
it is up to about 50%, and then start engine 1.
So I should try that, and I'll use the 732 again on Sunday.
Does 732 have the little pop-out menu on the left?
Yes.
I think if you look at the bottom thing on that, there'll be a nice simplified checklist for you as well.
That I do want to start going through checklists, and yeah, that's something that I should follow, because that would mean I start stuff in the right order.
I still use one for the 737 Zebo. I got one off the internet. It's really, really good. I just use that one.
737. Definitely have.
Yeah, obviously I don't in stuff like this, and I don't. Although Sam keeps telling me off because I don't use a checklist in the 172 or anything. I just jump in, turn it on, and go. Make sure.
So do I. But don't tell him that.
Well, yeah. Make sure there's enough fuel. But in jets, you really need to.
Now, most pilots wouldn't use a checklist in a small plane, but you would train yourself to do a flow, so you go over everything that you need in the right order, so you do it the same every time.
Well, again, watching that video, which is the route we're following here, that Aviation 101, I thought it was brilliant when he was teaching the guy in his new plane to go, was it, we say red, yellow, green, I can't remember the right one, but basically getting him to do stuff in the same order every single time. Even things like checking to make sure we're on the right runway, and identifying the fact that yes, we're on the correct runway. Stuff like that you get yourself into the habit of doing.
Because he doesn't have an auto correcting gyro.
That was a nice plane he bought though, the second one.
Indeed, that's actually what prompted me to fly it tonight. I thought, I got to fly the movie.
So yeah, for those of you who just joined, the journey we're doing here, I'll post a link again, is because of a guy that found on YouTube, and there's the video. That's the route we're following. So this guy took this little 172 from Orlando, where we have been, all the way across the states, and then they turned around and flew it back again, which they didn't show on the videos. But a brilliant I think 5 videos, 6 videos, something like that, of them flying across the states, which was fantastic.
Why did we not do it in 172s?
That was the original plan, but I just thought it'd take too long.
Is there a rush?
Well, no.
Do you have to be somewhere?
But I'm just trying to think time for videos and streams, and plodding along at sort of 120. I just thought it might take too long.
And if you look at the next leg, I think it's about 270 nautical miles. That's a good 2.5 hours in a 172.
Yeah. And that's a long time with not a lot going on. So the next leg we might jump it up again aircraft wise, something a little bit quicker, something around the 200 knots, just to try and keep the stream / sort of videos at around under 2 hours from our point of view.
E170 would be alright for that.
What you should actually try is the Lancair Legacy. I'll post a link to it. Free plane, quite good quality, and it can cruise at around 180.
Okay. Which is much quicker than this, really. It'd be nice to do, from our point of view, from obviously getting together in an evening as well as we are, keeping it under 2 hours is beneficial, because obviously Chris is 2 hours ahead of us time-wise, so we've got to bear that in mind. So, it's currently 10:05 where he is. So from our point of view, keeping it to 2 hours, from putting it out on YouTube's point of view and the stream, keeping it to around 2 hours is better. So we need to make sure that the legs we're doing, so if we're going to do it in the same number of trips, which would be nice, as their videos. We need to try and work out how fast we should be between each leg to be able to do whatever they did in video 2 in trip 2. So if they did it in 6 videos, we want to do it in 6 weeks, really. So
I don't think we're going to get that, because I think they did a couple of 300-mile legs in one day. So we're going to have to do that over 2.
Oh, well, okay. If we do a part 1 and part 2.
There we go.
But it'd be nice to do it in a variety of aircraft as well.
Right, I'm just going to pop out on the wing a minute.
Anyway, update on the plan. So here we are. We are 20 minutes away from Kodiak, which is the first leg of our approach. So 58.1 miles to go. So we should be approaching that at above or around 3,000 feet. We're below that anyway.
I have just received the weather.
Okay.
Visibility more than 10.
Oh, you're starting to get weather.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll get that in a second then. Then we'll turn on to Huport for 5 miles. Then UYAYE for 9 miles. At that point, then we go to Huport. I'll hit approach, and then that'll descend us to 900 feet, 118 feet into runway 5. That's the plan. So we've got 56 miles to go before the next thing happens. Chris is still out in front of us. Noz is out in front. Chaos was way over there. There he is, because he's approaching in on a different runway. He's going to come in from the other end, but he's over there.
Standing on the wing.
Standing on the wing. Having a crafty smoke. There's a grass strip we've just flown over down there, by looks of things as well. There is. If you look at little nav map, there it is. That's where we just flown over, that grass strip there. The scenery's looking stunning.
Who names an airport Tangerine?
Got to name it something. Put auto follow on that. There we go. And yeah, the thing that's letting us, enabling us to do the multiplayer aspect is FS Cloud, which again is free. Bit of a faff sometimes, or initially, to get it linked up first of all, but once it's linked up, it actually works really, really well. And yeah, now I've got reshade in and working. This does look really, really nice. Take a screenshot there. So flying up, where are we flying over now? Have a quick look. Lake Dora. Heading towards Tavares and wherever the hell that place is. So this was that's the route that we should be going on. If we were going direct, that would be the line that we follow, but because we're not, because we're bringing the approach in, we're slightly off the line. But that's where we've got to come. So we're here, and we'll fly up there. So down in Florida. I don't know where it's near. Any major town it's near? Nowhere I've heard of really. Where's Orlando in relation to where we are? There's Jacksonville.
Williston is just to the northeast of it.
Okay.
You have to excuse me, miss. Someone left a Jabby Dodger on the side downstairs.
Okay.
So you're not doing well. You can't just eat one jammy Dodger though. That's just wrong.
Oh man.
Obviously you can. Actually, I've got some jelly babies by the side of me. I should have a jelly. Maybe hungry now.
Well, I will go and make me a sandwich
Williston
then.
Muni Information X-ray. 1900 Zulu
Be
weather.
right back.
Okay.
Wind light and variable.
Now I'm
Visibility more
hungry
than 10.
because of air.
Sky clear. Temperature 19.
There we go.
Where's it my fault?
3.
We're getting the weather now.
Altimeter 3034. Arriving runway 05. Departing runway
Still looks like one of your
05.
wings is on fire, Steve.
Advise on initial contact you have X-ray.
Right, arriving runway 05, departing runway 05. Which is good, because that's the one we're coming in at. Another airport we're flying past here, which is Eastburg International.
Williston Muni Information X-ray. 1900 Zulu.
I'm just sat in the back of the plane enjoying the view.
Light and variable. Visibility
Yeah, I don't know
more
why
than
I've got
10. Sky
contrails
clear.
that of that colour.
Temperature 19.
It does look slightly
2.3.
concerning.
Altimeter 3034. Arriving runway 05. Departing runway
Poor environment.
05.
Okay, okay.
Advise on initial contact you have X-ray.
I have X-ray. Okay, I'll turn it off again now, thank you. So 44 miles to go. 15 minutes till we get to our waypoint. Mrs. Knowles is now speaking Danish in the background.
Pretend not all from a sandwich.
I'm tested.
Oh, he's getting told
We
off.
have a moose sandwich.
He is going to have a. He's going to go out and slay a moose and stick it between two bits of bread. And she's going, no, you had moose for lunch. You can't have another sandwich.
What are you laying about?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. We're just enjoying the view.
Yeah, look,
I
this,
could hear what you say about slaying a moose.
that's what you're having in your sandwich, we thought.
Moose sandwich. Some
No,
moose,
I found some cake instead.
We could have a cake
Moose cake.
sandwich.
moose cake.
Some moose cake.
Chocolate mousse.
Oh,
Chocolate
yeah,
mousse.
chocolate
Oh,
mousse.
nice one, Chris. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't put my autopilot on. Why'd that turn off?
Yeah, I just found that little flap in my my window as well. I did notice it before.
Actually, yeah, it brings a bit more noise in as well. I won't let me open it now. Is that because I've sent the autopilot, the air conditioning on? No, it does sound quite nice.
What else have we got on this little menu thing?
Such a well-modelled plane. You can change your livery from that menu as well.
Just turning the prop volume down a little bit. I might turn that volume warning right down.
Yeah, you don't want to hear that. The one thing that Chris showed me, which when I first flew it, I was wondering why I kept getting slower and slower and slower, is the engine inlet bypass. If you're flying through cloud or if it's raining, flick that.
Oh, right, okay.
Not that you'll be flying as much because you'll be in jets, but jet boy.
Well, I enjoy flying the 172.
I love that 172.
I like this plane, don't get me wrong, but I do find it more difficult to land.
Really?
In the 17. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I don't have no issues landing in the 172.
I find a 172 really easy. I can do a better landing in that, but this has its moments. It's just getting used to it again. If I did a few flights in this, I'd be fine.
I think with this, because you've got to use the prop and the throttle together, trying to mix it both. Yeah. With a 172, you just throttle and that's it.
Yeah,
Well, on any plane which has independent propeller control, when you get turned on to final approach, you should always put your prop to full. So there's one less thing to worry about.
in theory, you should put your fuel pump on as well, shouldn't you?
Probably not in a turbine. Should be fine.
Has anybody tried out that old vintage 250 I put on there, the free one?
The Navian, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome plane. Flown it
Is
a
it-
few times.
I think for a free plane, that is really, really good.
Yeah, just bear in mind it doesn't have anything in the way of avionics, just a single radio for navigation. That's it.
I
But
really,
she flies beautifully.
So
I
you're
really
trying
want-
to tell me it's got to be hand flown then?
yeah.
No, it's got an autopilot, but you can't put in a route and let it follow it. You've got to manually adjust.
Oh, right, okay. Well, it'd be interesting to try that at some point.
I haven't flown the Super Cub yet either.
I'm not buying any more planes at the moment. I've bought 2 jets and I bought that FS Cloud today. But FS Cloud is pretty good.
We've got the super. There's a Super Cup somewhere in Canada, isn't it, Chris?
Not FS Cloud, FS Global.
Yeah, in Canada.
The what have we got? The Barons. I don't know where the Baron is. Somewhere in the UK. Chivener, wherever that is. Where's the Super Cup? The Yukon Territory in Canada.
Yeah, in the middle of the snow.
I must jump in and have a fly in that over the weekend. And where's the Cub? I quite like that Cub. That's quite nice. That's in Birmingham. Flipping heck, a major airport. Actually, I flew that from Heathrow. That was interesting. I quite like that.
You don't need to use the runways lengthways. You can just take off going across them.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a few aircraft we've got in FS Economy. We've got 4 currently. And I've been trying to get our little 172 as far away from the UK as I can. It's currently in Croatia. So yeah, flew it all the way down through France into Italy. I think Chris did a leg in Italy as well. And then yeah, flew it into Croatia. So
Is that where you had the incident with the mountain?
That's where that mountain leapt out in front of me. Yeah.
Well, they do that. So you don't get that problem when you're 36,000 feet up.
Well, no. But there's not a lot. Actually, there's some baggage going to Serbia and Montenegro. That could be quite interesting. 180 miles.
Montenegro sounds nice.
Don't get a lot of money for it.
Well,
Yeah.
That's not really about the money, is it?
Yeah, that could be quite interesting, actually. Going to Tivat, Serbia and Montenegro. That could be an interesting flight. I might have to have a look and see if that's still there Saturday morning. I might have to do that. Yeah, in the little 172. I do like that 172.
I'm going to attempt another flight with the Airbus tomorrow night. See if I remember what Sam told me.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to stream tomorrow night. I was going to do some OMSI, but I don't know. I might. It's either going to be OMSI or I might jump in and do some tourist bus, because I haven't really done the tourist bus. So yeah, it'll be something, and then we'll do some trucking on Saturday night. I don't know. I shall think while I'm at work tomorrow. Right, how are we doing anyway here? We've got 24 miles to go, so 8 minutes to go until we start our approach.
I got 10 minutes till I get there.
So Chris and Noz are up in front of me, and Chaos is over there.
Oh, big freight train.
So making our way. So a stunning plane. Tourist bus stream, love that. Yeah, I haven't really done much in tourist bus. I've done the odd route. There's one. Is tomorrow's tourist bus or is tomorrow's firm
I don't
bus?
know which one you're on. Firm bus.
I did firm bus last week. Let me just check my videos.
I think it was
So
firm.
what have we got
bus.
coming up? We've got
Firm bus in the snow.
yeah, it's tourist bus tomorrow. Oh yeah, nudist beach.
Oh,
Tomorrow.
I might watch that one.
Nudist beach pickup. You can actually see the nudist beach.
Is Kiers naked?
God
Well,
no.
exactly. If it
And
gets you going.
then on Saturdays, the continuation of my Land's End to John O'Groats, going from Perranporth to Plymouth. And then I've got to do a random Sunday on which I haven't even played yet. I can have a look and see what it is. I haven't even installed it yet. What did I get given? Space Haven. Embark on a space voyage with your ragtag crew of civilians, search for a new home, build spaceships tile by tile, create optimal gas conditions, manage the needs and moods of their crew, encounter other spacefaring groups and explore the universe in a spaceship colonies sim. So that's going to be Sundays. So yeah, I'll do some tourist bus tomorrow. Actually, if I can, I'll have to. I should be okay. because I'm testing stuff in Tourist Bus, and I've got to make sure I don't actually
show anyone.
yeah. No, I should be okay for Tourist Bus. I need to find out when I can show that, actually. I'll have to contact them tomorrow, because that's going to be soon, I think.
Well, yeah, contact. You should send them an email tonight, because they might contact you tomorrow and say, yeah, you can show it on the stream tomorrow night.
I'm looking now in the chat. No, there's still a few bugs. Oh no, all the bugs have been resolved. There's no unresolved bugs, so they might give a notification to be able to release something. So yeah, I'll do Tourist Bus tomorrow, and then trucking on Saturday, and then flying in jets on Sunday, and then YouTube on Sunday will be that space colony thing, and then Momsy on Monday, and this is probably going to go out next Wednesday, or today if you're watching this on YouTube, or sometime in the past if you're watching this on YouTube and it's not the day it goes out. That makes sense.
No.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, bugs and nudist beach, not a good combination, says Red Seal Dead. No, you don't want to get those two done. I didn't know it was a nudist beach until I picked them up, as you'll see in tomorrow's video, and it was one of the most awkward pickups ever. So yeah, that's tomorrow night's Tourist Bus video on YouTube.
Right, just under 7 minutes out.
4 minutes for me, so 4 minutes 41, and we'll arrive here. Then we'll turn onto actually won't turn according to this. What's our current heading? 30.
Probably just a slight curve to the right.
302, and it says we'll stay on 302. Oh, nice. We're going to now, and yeah, sorry, 321 is where we turn on to for 5 miles. Then once we turn again, we'll then hit approach.
It's because you have removed a leg from yours.
I'm hopping. Well, it said to me, do I want to remove it? And I went, yeah. Well, Chris said, yeah, click yeah. So I just do what I'm told. Actually, we just turn
Jolly
slightly.
good, that's the spirit.
Yeah, just do as you're told. You can always blame someone else then. It's not my fault, it's Chris's fault.
Now Steve will crash.
I hope not. Landing's going to be interesting. We've only got a 5-knot wind though, so that should be okay. So 3 minutes to go, and we should turn. I do like the way this looks now, and I've got its reshade set up. A lovely sunny Florida day.
I hope that Steve-O's out recording something in this.
Be nice. Keep following more people on YouTube. I found another guy last night I'm following, an American guy. Not a flight channel, but a guy that was is doing up a Trabant, obviously East German car, and it's actually quite interesting.
So that he can crash it into a bus in Berlin.
Yeah. But then I watched one at lunchtime today where he built a workshop bench out of wood, and that was really interesting. I was thinking, oh, I should follow people, woodworkers and stuff on YouTube. It's like, no, I've got too much to follow on YouTube. I can't watch any more. Right, so Noz is there, Quiz is there, and Chaos is all the way over there. So we must be getting close now.
Myself up to Percy, and then
Percy.
Turn to 324, and that should put me, hopefully, direct on runway 32.
Well, I got 5 miles to go till I turn. Noz has already turned. Well, looking at this.
Yes, I have.
So there's.
Okay, I'm about to start the turn. I'm going to start slowing down at that point as well.
Okay, so there's Chaos, there's Noz. They're both all coming into the same runway from different ends. That's not going to end badly at all. Get that out of the way. So yeah, 4.4 miles, and then I'll start slowing down from the 165 I'm currently at.
I'm already at 120.
I just wondered why bringing the lever back wasn't doing much for my ITT. I realised I was putting the wrong lever back. I had the idle set halfway. Good for fuel economy.
That's probably why that's black smoke coming out.
Well, the black smoke's still there.
Oh.
That is quite bizarre. Right, 2.3 miles. I'm going to start slowing down now, actually. I was doing 170 then. Now I put the idle back up to speed.
I'm doing 93.
Okay, you want to try and get it down to 75 by the time you flaps them all the way out.
Right, I can think I can see the runway. Yep, I can see the runway.
You think?
Well, it's something.
It's a road.
Something tarmacy.
Isn't that what Harrison Ford said?
Yeah, but he got away with it.
Right, 0.7 miles, and I should start to turn then onto heading 320. Or the autopilot will make me turn. And there we go. So I should be following Chris in. I'm slowing down, but I'll slow down some more. So that's that. So now it's 4.7 miles to go until we turn again onto runway heading. So at that point then I'll hit approach. And continue to slow down through 120 at the moment. This is where I undertake Chris like I did last time.
Yeah, I slowed down a bit more gently this time, trying to avoid that. Problem is this Mooney's very slippery, it doesn't like to slow down.
Make sure Chaos isn't landing on International Drive. He's going to land inside Disneyland.
Ooh, Disneyland.
Or Disney World, whichever one it is down there. It's one of the two, isn't it? Never know which one's where. One's Orlando, isn't it? And one's the other
Paris.
place, California. And there's the one in Paris, and there's the one in Tokyo.
Clue.
Never been to the one in Paris. Got no intention of going.
No, I've been to Paris twice in my life, and they were both times absolutely crap.
Yeah, I've been once for a very brief period of time, and then left again. Right, 111 knots. 1.7 miles to go till we turn. And then I'll hit approach. And one in Singapore as well, is there? So how many is there? There's 4. Isn't there a Russian one? Or am I thinking? No, it's just... There's 5 then. So Orlando, California, Paris, Singapore. I thought there was one in Tokyo. Could be wrong. Then it might just be 4. Right, turning. So I'll now hit approach.
Down to 75 knots on flap 2.
Yes, you realize we're landing at the same time.
That's fine.
No, it's not fine.
So now 9 miles out. So there's our runway. There. There it is. We have the runway in sight.
If you time it just right, Noz, your wheels should go right over Chaos's wings.
Yeah. Down to 69 knots and dropping. Cool.
I haven't got my
Yeah, you
little...
want to watch that.
Yeah, I think it's because I got flat 3 down. Let's put flat.
I haven't got that G thing up this time though, with the little bar, little pink triangle thing.
Does it say GP/V
Yeah.
next to that? Well, that's weird.
Unless it's because I haven't got... It says I'm 7.6 miles away from another waypoint before I get to runway 5. Unless it only appear at that.
Possibly.
But it says I should be at 900 feet.
That's 2 waypoints in front of you as the 900 feet one.
No, the one I've got now, it says 900 feet. The one after that is runway 5.
Oh dear. Maybe you should turn your autopilot off and start down.
Yeah, I might just descend to 1,000 feet. Right. There we go. We'll descend. I'm heading towards the runway. That's a good thing. So we'll land here, we'll shut everything down, and we'll end the stream/video for today, and then we'll carry on from here next week. Probably on Wednesday night again. And we'll carry on from here in different aircraft.
Who put these trees in front of the runway?
This is
my
like
God,
runway 32.
I'm really close.
That's not what you want your pilot to hear, is it?
Oh, don't worry about that.
You set your alarm off again, Chaos.
He's landed down in the trees.
It's all good. I've landed.
Well, it is a push plane.
Well, I'm landing as well.
It was better than we last landed.
Right. Let's just give it a little bit.
Those reverse thrusts are pretty good.
They are quite effective on this. Right, so coming in.
Oh my God, Nosbury! Oh,
Coming in slowly.
Oh, crashed. I'm not friends with this. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, the game crashed.
So there's our runway.
If you're
I
dead,
crashed
I have your
the game.
meat sandwich.
I crashed the game.
trouble is, I got to drive up your runway to get to the hangar.
Well, I
Oh,
wouldn't
dear.
do it right now because there's a Mooney right, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I have crashed the game.
That's why I'm going to stop here a minute.
And I'm only 3 miles away.
I hate this plane.
It's a great plane.
No, it's not. I cannot land it. Every single time. Yeah.
Right, coming in. I have to hand fly it, I think. Because I think removing that, whatever it was, has mucked up my approach.
Yeah, it's weird.
It asked me if I wanted to remove it. But that's fine. I can hand fly it in.
Oh, I see what you mean about the trees. It's going to clean my wheels.
Oh, California, Florida, Paris, Tokyo, Hong Kong, and China. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Disneyland.
You know that's the highway you're on, Chaos.
No, it's a runway.
No, it's not.
It is. It's runway 32.
Yeah.
It had those stripy lines in the front, the zebra crossing thing.
I don't think that's a zebra crossing. That would be something you wouldn't want to cross.
Oh, it is. Are you coming in now, or?
Yeah, I'm just going to see what this does now. If it's going to descend me, if that's actually going to give me a 1,000 feet.
I hate this plane.
Runway 5. Yeah, it's definitely not giving me the approach lock.
Oh, you're miles away. Get to be bloody slip road before then.
That's fine. I'll come in manually. Give it some flaps. I'm a bit high.
Shit, I'm wait until you're in, just in case.
Yes, is my plane gone?
I'm just waiting for Steve to land, and then I'll
What are you saying?
Your plane was still there when I landed. I had to climb again, go over you and land behind you.
Oh, great.
That was fun. It's a bit of excitement into the landing.
Yeah, those trees are a bit close.
At least I could just pop my gear up quickly until I cleared them.
Yeah, I haven't got that luxury.
Well, don't follow that puff of smoke.
Here he comes.
There we go. That was a better landing than before. And off by the first taxiway as well.
You people with your fancy reverses.
Right. Chaos was on a road, says Red Till Dead. No, it looked like it was a taxiway.
It was a runway. It was runway 32.
Just a runway built for cars.
Yeah.
Well, this is like a car, and you can drive it around.
There we go. Pull in next to Chris.
That's strange, you cannot see me. You're just drove through me.
You've respawned as a massive jet.
Yeah, cheers, Red Till Dead.
Well, to me, Noz is still in a big Emirates plane.
Yep, that's what I got now.
Oh god, this is going to be interesting when I get an outside view then, isn't it?
Yep. This plane I can fly.
Oh
And land.
god.
I can. That Kodiak, it's killing me every
There
time.
we go. Doors are open. Don't know why it wants the engine bay open when I select all doors, but you know, it's open. Oh yes, Noz has appeared in a huge Emirates jet. But there we go. Actually, I'll close those again because I look just daft with all the doors open. Let's close them. There we go.
And my landing gear is way down into the
Yeah, your
ground.
landing gear's in the ground. But the rest of us made it without too much of a fireball. So there we go. We will end that there. We have arrived at Williston Municipal. Next time we'll follow the maybe not all of the second video, but maybe half a second video in the series, and carry on our journey westwards in something a little bit different, probably a little bit quicker. That'll be next Wednesday. This Sunday though, we're back in Jets doing something. Don't know from where to where yet. We'll plan that over the next couple of days, and then tomorrow night I'll be back with some tourist bus sim at around 6:30, 7 o'clock. My thanks then to the guy in the jet over there, to Noz. Thank you very much, Noz.
Always a pleasure.
To the guy next to me who managed to get down, only setting the alarm off a couple of times. Thank you, Chaos.
Thank you.
And to our mentor and the man with the patience of a saint when it comes to us lot, Chris Brown. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you. Good fun.
So yes, I'll be back tomorrow night and back again on Sunday afternoon with this lot in something a lot bigger and a lot quicker, and that we can cause a lot more damage with. Until then, say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.